Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a big, exciting week, lots of fun stuff to talk about. Going to start with the DC guys, because it's a big Justice League week. This is Justice League Suicide Squad number 4, the big event, first event of the Rebirth universe. If you're asking yourself, what do you mean it's already up to number 4, then get on in here and pick up 1, 2, and 3. This book's been a lot of fun, been really cool. It's kind of what event books should be. So if for some reason you're not following Justice League already, not following Justice League Suicide Squad, grab 1, 2, and 3, pick up this week's number 4. There's only 2 more issues to go. Great stuff. It's got Lobo in it. Justice League Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 1. I am 106 years old, so the Power Rangers were a little after my time, but it's fun to see them exploding onto comics these days. Their main title is doing really, really well, sells really huge. Now they're teaming up with the Justice League, so super fun. If you're one of these 90s kids that love some Power Rangers, you'll want to pick that one up for sure. And Justice League of America Vixen Rebirth, going along with the Atom Rebirth from last week. If you're a fairly old school JLA fan, then you like Vixen. If you remember her from the Justice League Unlimited cartoon, that's very cool. Cool character, cool to see her getting her own book. Always a big week for this guy, Batman. This is All-Star Batman number 6, the first issue of the new story arc. We've got the 5 previous issues if you wanted to catch up, but you could just jump into this week's number 6. Cool stuff. Detective Comics, with an awesome Batwoman cover there. Can be on the lookout for Batwoman's new book here very shortly. Batgirl and the Birds of Prey rounds out your Bat stuff for the week. But it's a big week for Superman too. Action Comics, like I like to call Legacy Week, with action and detective. Cool Superman Executioner cover there. Supergirl, Superwoman by my man Phil Jimenez. Love the art in that book. And New Superman rounds out your super stuff for the week. But I did mention that it was Legacy Week, so yes, Wonder Woman is also out this week. This book has been really top-notch. Love me some Greg Rucka. Flash and Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, your other 2 big books. This is your Lantern book of the week. Maybe you're following Lanterns and you may not have picked up Hal Jordan, but you may want to grab that one because it's been a lot of fun. Deathstroke, another one that might be flying under your radar, but has also been very cool. Titans, with a little homage to the Great Race. Good to see those Flash Superman races continuing on into the modern times. Suicide Squad. Did I mention Lobo? Yes, that's the main man right there on the cover. Very nice cover too. I know you're already reading Suicide Squad, so this book doesn't really need any plugs, but what the heck, there's Lobo on the cover. Red Hood and the Outlaws. One of my new favorites of this Rebirth stuff, because, well, seeing Bizarro in a monthly book is just really awesome. Earth 2 Society is your non-Rebirth super book of the week. Scooby Apocalypse is your Hanna-Barbera reboot book of the week. Really been encouraging you guys to check out Scooby and Future Quest and Wacky Raceland, Flintstones. They're going to be doing mashups with these guys. Suicide Squad, Banana Splits, for crying out loud. How cool is that? Lost Boys is your Vertigo book of the week. Everybody's been into this. Maybe you want to grab an issue and go down and read it in Santa Cruz just for the complete package. Great week for the DC guys. Huge week as always for the Marvel guys. Look at this giant stack of Marvel books this week. Lots of Avengers titles like Uncanny Avengers. This is the 2nd issue of the latest arc. You can grab the last issue if you wanted to catch up. Cool Red Skull cover there. Occupy Avengers with Hawkeye, everybody's favorite A-Team guy. Or Great Lakes Avengers, kind of the funny book of the whole thing. My man Captain America, Steve Rogers. This book has been really, really excellent. You can grab the Black Cat pack for the first arc. You can grab number 8 and this week's 9 for the first of the second arc. Everybody knows I'm a big Captain America fan. This book has been really, really solid. Great story, great art. So even if you're not a Cap fan, you should definitely be checking that book out. Inhumans versus X-Men. The big IVX event keeps on rolling. Along with Civil War, this one's been really huge. Marvel does their event books very, very well. Fun stuff. Uncanny X-Men is your IVX tie-in book of the week. And All New Wolverine rounds out your mutant stuff. Though speaking of All New Wolverine, let's talk a little Women of Marvel, like Mighty Thor starts a new arc this week. You can read more about this one in our newsletter. Or Miss Marvel, or Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. This book is a lot of fun. A lot of you might not be checking this out, but if you're looking for something a little different, something kind of funny, pick up Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. And Jessica Jones, another one of the great ladies of Marvel. And speaking of Netflix, how about Daredevil, which also starts a new story arc this week. This one's an homage back to the old Kevin Smith days. Cool cover there. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Or Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows. Or Silk. Or Spider-Man Deadpool. Got all kinds of spider stuff going on this week. Though speaking of Deadpool, here's the main issue of his title. Always fun to check out the Merc with a Mouth. Good week for the Guardians too. Guardians of the Galaxy. Bendis is wrapping up his run on this. This is the latest issue of the Grounded stuff. And if you can't get enough of it, Rocket Raccoon #2. Still got a couple copies of #1 lying around. Everybody's getting super excited for the new movie. Cool to see Rocket getting his own book. Speaking of movies, Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme, and Doctor Strange teaming up with the Punisher. How cool is that? So you get your big fix of Doctor Strange this week. Totally Awesome Hulk and Power Man and Iron Fist round out your giant stack of Marvel books for the week. But wait, there's more. Poe Dameron, Greatest Pilot in the Galaxy, is your Star Wars book of the week. And that rounds out all your Marvel stuff. Great week for all the other guys too. Lobster Johnson is the guy we haven't seen for a while. You know, every single week I'm talking up the Mike Mignola books like Lobster Johnson, Abe Sapien, BPRD, Hellboy, Baltimore. All the stuff's kind of wrapping up, but love me some Lobster Johnson. The Strain. Another one of my Dark Horse books of the week because Guillermo del Toro is sick, twisted, and awesome. And Gru, Fray of the Gods. It's my last Dark Horse book of the week because I love anything from the brilliant mind of Sergio Aragonés. If you don't know what Gru is, if you don't know who Sergio Aragonés is, get on that Google, pick up some books, and treat yourself to some all-time hilarious greatness. Spawn. It's my Image book of the week. Don't talk about this one too much, but hey, this is issue 269. So yeah, the guy just keeps right on rolling from back in the day. Spawn, Savage Dragon. There's a lot of old school Image books that still roll. And it's still got some of the best art in comics. Moonshine might be the Image book you're looking for this week. This one has exploded like a lot of recent Image books like Reborn and a few others they got going on. Monstrous. Birthright. Another one of my favorite Image books. Cool intergalactic barbarian action. And Outcast. It's probably another one of your Image books because it's done by a guy who does a book called Walking Dead. Maybe you've heard of it. Red Sonja is my Dynamite book of the week because it's great to see her back in comics. But James Bond is my other Dynamite book of the week because, well, what's cooler for comics than James Bond? Dungeons and Dragons is my IDW book of the week because you don't hear enough about Dungeons and Dragons anymore. Another cool property to see in comics. And a great week for the Archie guys. Want to talk about Jughead, one of my all-time favorite characters. Archie's been doing a great job with their more PG-13 kind of stuff with Archie, Benny Veronica, Jughead, and Reggie and Me. Also has another issue. This is the second one. We've still got #1 in stock. Reggie is the second greatest villain in all of comics, so it's really awesome to see him getting his own book and up to his dastardly deeds. While I'm on the subject, This is the Road to Riverdale trade paperback. The CW has a show called Riverdale coming up. It's all about the Archie characters. Seems kind of cool. But what makes this trade very cool is it's the first issues of all the books I just talked about. Archie, Betty and Veronica, Reggie, Jughead, Josie and the Pussycats. All the first issues are in this trade, so you can catch up to all that cool stuff and see what I'm talking about. Do yourself a favor and pick that up because it's really awesome. And last but definitely not least, Frozen. It's one of my all-ages books of the week. You're already singing the song once you saw the word. SpongeBob SquarePants is your all-ages book of the week. Always encouraging you guys to pick up a couple all-ages books. If you've got a young reader at home, or if you just like something a little funny, a little simpler than your usual stuff, pick up some SpongeBob or some of the awesome all-ages books I talk about, like this one, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I said, everybody's excited about the new movie. Again, if you got a little one at home, maybe the other Guardians books are a little older for them, so you could pick up this one. Cool, Ronan the Accuser right there. Marvel has a lot of great all-ages books. DC does. Everybody has a lot of great all-ages books. So check that section and find something cool for you. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out at Facebook. Check us out at blackhatcomics.biz. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Check out our podcast at soundcloud.com. Or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.